Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is ReadingBear and I hope you are ready for some more stories. And today, we'll take a look at some new entitled people content. If you enjoyed my content, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and post some bear emojis in the comment. And now, let's dive right into the stories.
The first story is titled So I Did Work There. I have worked at a multitude of food establishments since my 16th birthday some years ago, and one of the latest was the taco place with a bell. Mind you, I no longer work there and haven't for almost 2 years. I'm headed into work one day and decide, with an utter lack of sanity, I would like 3 tacos for lunch. I have not stepped foot into this particular location in nearly 2 years, but I am dressed in a restaurant uniform for where I currently work, which is based in Waffles. I order, catch up a second with the cashier who worked there when I was still there, get my food, grab some sauce and sit down. This hasn't been bad. I should really never think those sort of comments. I hear the worst phrase ever, excuse me, I need help with this. I wrongly assume the woman is talking to whoever she is with, or at the worst, an employee walking through. She was not. L equals entitled lady. And with a bit of a huff, hey? Are you ignoring me? I actually am, and have my back turned to where she is, so yay. I'm definitely not directly paying attention. N with a raised voice, hey you. Girl. I finally turn around to see what and who she is yelling about and find out it's me. I'm so confused. Are you talking to me? N, OMG finally. Yes. I need another soda. I've been out for over 10 minutes while you've just been sitting there ignoring me. That's terrible customer service. Me, ma'am, I don't work here. L, yes you do. I heard you talking about your job to the last at the register. I want more soda and I want you to get it. Now. Mind you, even if I did work there, there isn't a server in the dining room who gets people more soda. Where in the world did that idea come from? Also, I'm in an entirely different food worker's uniform and am obviate having lunch, so I guess I just looked at her because I was so dumbfounded I had no idea what to say. L, if you don't get your ass up and get my soda, I'll make sure you get fired. I know the owner of this place. I'm so done with the conversation at this point I just point to the sodas. It's self-serve right there, but you will need a new cup from the lady at the register. I'm trying my best to be nice. I need to finish my food and get to work. Have a good day. L, you definitely need to get to work, you fat idiot. I lost it. Look lady. I don't work here, and even if I did, you have no right to talk to anyone that way. How dare you? L, I'm calling the manager. Good, if you don't, I am. The manager comes out and worked with me for a few years before. Hey you, what's going on? How's the new job? Me, oh it's great, but. L, your worker won't get me a refill and it's just rude. Boss. She doesn't work here. She did years ago, but now she runs the place with the waffles. I laugh, put in my earbuds and turn up my music, turning back to my food. I ended up with coupons for free combos and she ended up getting told to leave and not return. Some people should never have children. The next story is titled Karen Loses Her Crap at Wal-Mart. So in 2020, during lockdown in my province, I, 19 at the time, 21 now, was in my local Wal-Mart's Lego section looking for the new 2020 City and Speed Champions sets just for something to do during lockdown. Anyways, I was grabbing the new set, setting it down in my cart along with my other crap. It was crap lol. When David Attenborough voice a wild Karen makes her way through the Wal-Mart summer seasonal wilderness for said set. There was 5 others, but the Karen gave no shish. TS, and it is now hoedown showdown. This lady asked me why I was talking the set away and to stop. Me. Karen, sorry I don't work here, but there is 5 others right there, points if you want one. Karen. No, you don't understand, I want that one. Don't take it away. Stop cleaning up and go clean somewhere else. Me. Kindly Karen, there's no point in getting upset. I just told you there is 5 other sets and I don't work here. I'm not cleaning up, I'm buying this set. Sorry. I walked away, into the Transformers aisle to see if any of the new toys came in so I can talk about them on my podcast. Karen disappeared into the Wal-Mart night, so I figured all is over, right? Right? Nope. FCK. Karen. Dragging Wal-Mart employee who knows me, this one right here. He's cleaning up these sets and I want that one for my kid. Make him stop. My buddy and I both say, ma'am, he doesn't work here. The wild Karen is not satisfied but backs off to prepare for tirades. My buddy and talk for a bit, catch up, and then I go off to the clearance aisle. Honestly, Reddit, I know we shouldn't bow down to the Karens and Kens of the world, but FCKI should have just left. Karen waits till I'm looking at something and steals my whole ducking cart. I have a lot of anxiety, so people getting in my bubble freaks me TF out. Me. Whoa, WTF, that's my cart lady. Karen. No, stop lying. You're cleaning up. This is mine now. Quick note. I'm big enough to tackle a few people and lay them out. My size also comes with extreme caution as I don't like hurting people. I also have the anxiety and I don't like confrontations. When Karen grabbed my cart, I knew I had 4 choices to choose from. 1. Do something stupid. Point 2. Try talking to the wild Karen again. 3. Follow her until I flag down an employee. Or 4. Walk away and grab someone. Luckily the universe worked it out for me. Cue in my observant buddy. My buddy at this point is speaking with the store manager, as he was in the area. The manager knows me, just because I have gone there with fam almost every weekend well over 10 years to this Wal-Mart. It's a good Wal-Mart BTW, and he was able to bring him over to the situation. At this point I was able to wince my cart back and just handed Emperor Karen the damn set. My buddy and the manager spoke to the brickhead Karen, and apparently this is what went down. Karen thought I was a cleaner because I quote, Karen. He's a grown man in the Lego aisle who shouldn't be there and should be working instead of looking. Manager. He doesn't work here, miss. Karen. Wow, you too? His cart is filled with random things, he's obviously a cleaner. Now if you excuse me, I'm going to take this for my son and have a good day. Please don't cover for him, and reprimanded him. Manager. Okay then, miss. He then followed her to make sure she actually left, and I got my set, my random crap, and left. Never seen her since, but like WTF. Don't touch someone else's stuff. Also, if someone isn't wearing anything close to Walmart colors or a vest, they don't work at Walmart. By the way, this ain't even the worst Karen story I have. I've had home 0ph0 Bic Karens, more Lego Karens, button Karens. I have a lot of pins and buttons on my bag. Ebb Games, now GameStop, Hot Topic, and Spencer's Karens, and you're too old for that Karens. One more worse than the next. RIP. I kinda felt bad for that kid. Considering I didn't even see them, I'm gonna go with they probably stayed home to avoid Karen's entitlement BS. The next story is titled Hypocrite Neighbor Thinks He Can Tow My Car. I was cruising here for a while and finally I have a story. Sorry for grammar mistakes. English is not my first language. By the way, it happened today and it's supposed to be an entitled parent because his kids are involved. In the building where me and my family live, there is a parking lot underneath it. All of the parking spots are rented and taken except for 2 spots at the side of the entrance to the lot that all of the building agreed on that it is a free parking spot for people who live in the building and don't have rented spots, like children that got cars and can't park where their parents park. Basically it's a matter of first come first serve in those 2 spots. I was coming back from taking out the trash when I was confronted by him. Me N. Entitled neighbor. N. Is your car parked at the entrance? Yeah, is something wrong? N. Yes, something's wrong. I have trouble coming in and out of the lot because of you. You're blocking the path. Knowing it's not true. No, I'm not. It's an agreed parking spot. If I parked incorrectly, I can go check it. N. You need to leave that parking spot. My kids are coming over and they need a place to park. Wait, what? You're telling me to leave that parking spot just so your kids who don't even live here could come over? No, I'm not gonna leave. N. You kids are so disrespectful. I'm 21. You all park like it's Chicago up in here. Sorry, Chicago readers, I believe that you all park responsibly. I'm gonna call a tow truck on you if you don't move your car right now. Bye. N. You have until Sunday. I went back to my apartment and now I'm waiting till Sunday to see if he will do it and update my story. Thanks for reading. The next story is titled Wholesome IDWHL Story for Mother's Day. So I had to work Mother's Day, boo, but it was okay because I love my job, and as I work for a major mobile phone provider, it was a super quiet day. No one is buying phones on Mother's Day cause they are, hopefully, all with a special mom in their life. So it was a quiet and peaceful day and I just left work in a great mood and with tons of happy energy. I stop at my local Aldi because I am out of smoothie supplies, juice, yogurt and frozen berries. And I'm happily browsing and picking up some Aldi finds. Love those. And this lady came up and asked me if we carry chicken patties and where are they. Guys, I was so pumped because I have gotten this question as a vendor in the past but never got to say the thing. It was finally my moment and I got to say, I'm sorry I don't work here, I work at major phone company. She was so nice and probably embarrassed, so she apologized and we laughed a little at the mistake. And I totally realized two things that made it an easy mistake to make. My work uniform looks like a casual work uniform, and so easy mistake if you don't know the outfit Aldi PPL wear. Also, as I had my groceries in a box and had my head buried in the freezer when she walked up, so it was totally understandable mistake. Especially since I had picked up my box, completely covering my lanyard and company logo on my work vest by the time she reached me and asked her question. But I also realized I could help anyway because I did work at a different Aldi ages ago and I did Instacart during lockdown and they are all basically the same layout. So I helped her find where chicken patties would be, but they were out, so I suggested the vegan ones because they really do taste like chicken. They were super happy to have a solution to their chicken problem. I finally got to post on this sub and no chickens were harmed in the making of this story. I'm sitting in my car RT now posting this because I am too much of a dork to wait till I get home like a normal person. Anyway, happy Mother's Day out there for all the awesome moms. The next story is titled No, I Don't Work Here, but that doesn't mean I can let you do that. So, a few months ago I got back into law enforcement where I'm now part of a specialized tactical unit. Most of the time we're not in standard uniform. Instead, often we are in slacks, blue polos, and black tactical vests with the initials for our department on the front. See where this is going. I probably also should mention that I'm also wearing a fairly noticeable belt with my sidearm, radio, cuffs, all the normal cop stuff. So, this morning I'm in the local location for a big box store with a very similar uniform. I had been in the Lego aisle, which at this location backs up to electronics section so that it's Legos on one side, and video games in glass display cases with cheap locks that are easy to pick on the other. So, I'm standing there considering getting something for a friend in another state whom I may be seeing next month when a young woman walks up to me and asks if I work here. I point to the lettering on the front of my vest and politely tell her no. She apologizes and thanks me and walks down the aisle a bit. I finally decide not to get anything for my friend and turn to head out when I notice she's in the process of picking the lock on the display case, which pops off before I can even ask what she's doing. At this point she sees me and waves before grabbing a handful of $100 games out of the case and shoving them under her shirt and starts heading for the front of the store. I decide to leave my cart and follow her. Lo and behold, she walks right past the registers and through the security scanners, which light up and start wailing. She starts walking faster, heading toward her car. I catch up to her just as she's trying to open. I detain her and read her rights while the store manager and theft prevention officer catch up. We head back into the store, where I radio for a patrol car while the manager takes care of pulling video and getting the paperwork in order. The whole time this lady is just sitting there and quiet, so I ask her what the heck was going through her head. Her reasoning was, I didn't think you could arrest me while you're shopping. No violence, screaming, or assaults, like the last time I posted, but certainly one of my odder experiences. The next story is titled Encountering the Same Lady Twice. For some context, the store that I currently work at to pay for college is two stores in one building and they're both retail stores. The store that I work for is home and furniture store while the other store is a clothing and beauty product store. You would think that this would make it a hot spot for entitled people, but so far I really never dealt with anyone like that. Most people that shop at our store is home designers and couples looking for new furniture, until a couple of days ago. So the building was built before the company bought it, so the break room was on in the other store near the back, so the employees from both stores would go there to clock in and take the breaks. I had come in and started head to the break room to clock in for my shift when I hear someone calling for me from behind. We'll call her entitled Lady, and the conversation goes like this. L. Excuse me, do you work here? Me stupidly thinking she means my store. Yeah, I do. Do you need some help? L. Where are the Gucci bags? I've been looking everywhere and can't find them. Now I probably should have mentioned this, but the most expensive named brand product the other store had is Adidas, so they didn't have a lot of expensive brand named item. Just thing you'd probably find in like a Ross. Me dumbfounded. I'm sorry, did you say Gucci? L. Yes, I saw women leave the store with one and want to know where the others are. Her tone getting a little more ruder. Me. I sorry ma'am, but I'm not sure myself. You see I work at, enter work name here. so I don't know what products they have here at, enter other store name here. I'm heading to the break room now, so I could probably an employee to help you, but I don't think they sell that brand. L. BS. Me. Excuse me? L. You work for this building, so you must know where everything is. Plus I know I saw some woman walk out of this store with one in tow. So either show me where the Gucci bags are now or I'll have you fired. Somewhat shouting at this point. Me. Yes, you are correct, ma'am. I do work for the building, but I only work for, enter work name here, so I only know the inventory of that store, not this one. As for what you saw, that woman probably bought it from another store and just brought it in, making you think she got it from here. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to clock in for my shift. She then gets in between me and the small hallway leading to the break room. L. Don't give me that crap, you're just trying to get out of working and be lazy. Either get me my Gucci bag or I'll get your manger. Me fed up with this woman. Okay, they're at the front, see if I care. I pushed past her and got into the break room before she could start giving me another earful. Thank God, pin padlocks. However, our story is not done, and as you could guess by the title, I had another run-in with this woman. It was maybe a week or so after our first encounter. It was the weekend and I had come in for an early shift around 10 or so and had clocked out for the day. I'm part-time, so I only work for a certain number of hours. Normally when I get these early shift, I tend to browse the stores to see if there was anything nice. For that day it was Mother's Day tomorrow, and decided to see if I could get my mom something and use that sweet employee discount. So I'm in the other store looking through some clothes and other stuff. I have my apron, basically the store's uniform, in hand, so a couple people are coming up to me and asking questions. Being nice, I try to help the best I can, with some people apologizing for think I was still on the clock. I start looking through the bags when I hear a loud, "You," coming from beside me. I look over and she heard the L from before. Oh brother. L. What the hell are you doing here? Voice and tone raised like usual. Me. Oh, you again? Well, I'm trying to find something nice for my mom since it's Mother's Day tomorrow. So if you could please leave me alone, I would really appreciate it. Saying in an annoyed tone. L. What? You're shopping while you should be working? I can't believe you. First you don't help me and then you try to steal from me. Me not wanting to deal with this. Look, I already told you, I don't work here, plus my shift ended like a few minutes ago, so I'm free to shop here if I like. L. How dare you speak to me like that, and I know you're still working, you were helping those people just a second ago, so quit being so lazy and help me. Me. You know what? No, I won't help someone who is so incredibly rude to retail workers. Bekwase, she can't get it past her tiny brain that just bekwase someone works for the building doesn't mean they work for both stores, so F off. I start heading for the door and she following me, screaming incoherently. I hear her stop screaming and turn around to she feel on her face after tripping on a display stand. I wanted to say something but decided against and just walked away. Moral of the story: be nice to people who work in retail or the store will fight back. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and post some bear